Hey guys, Gable the Strategist here, and today we are playing Five Nights at Maxie's. Basically, this is a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game in Minecraft. Okay, so we're in the office. Not exactly sure what I'm meant to do. I'm guessing this is for the mask from the looks of it. Yep, there we go. There's the mask. That is so trippy. This seems pretty, well made for a first Five Nights at Freddy's horror map. If this was the first ever horror map they ever made, this is pretty well made. Let's go back. We won't be needing those. Besides, the only thing I would have done differently is the cameras from the looks of it. As the cameras could have been done within the hotbar instead of in a separate room. Because that would have made all of this a lot easier. Also, I have soda near me, by the way. Dr. Pepper. What else? I wish I was sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Also, basically, I got a copyright strike for a short that you guys will never see because YouTube does not like that short. It was essentially the scene from regular show of Mordecai and Rigby basically throwing chairs around. And Rigby just throws one out the door and hits someone. YouTube didn't like that. So what they did was they restricted my my use. They didn't really restrict much. They just stopped me from linking videos on my videos, which isn't really all that bad. But yeah, I was able to appeal it pretty much the same day I got the email. So no biggie. Didn't really do much. Didn't amount to anything. I'm not remorseful. I don't care. And YouTube, I know you're watching this. I know you watch these. All I'm saying is, make it so there's like 100 or 1,000 subscription play button. That would be amazing. Because that would basically say, hey, there's probably some merit to doing YouTube. Because if you recognize someone's talent, they're going to want to do it more. Basically, praise someone, they're going to do that thing you praise them for. Which is similar to what I do with my friends. I praise their talents and what they like to do, so they do it more. Because that makes them happy. So basically, me praising them is making them happy, and it keeps going on and on and on. And eventually until they get bored of it. Which is fine. You can get bored of something. It's just a shame that you're bored of it. Really. For instance, I encourage Erish to always improve and always do his best. Because that is something I would want for myself. Also, I got a recent critique on my videos, which I greatly appreciate. Basically they said, try recording longer videos and try getting to the end. I potentially won't get to the end in this video because this seems to be a very long map. And it's not that there's a lot here, it's that it takes a long time to get from point A to point B within the map. So for instance, I'm in a room, my job is to get to 6 a.m. It's going to take at least that same, about the normal amount of I don't know how exactly to explain it, but basically it's going to take longer for me to get there than if I were to just not do it. So yeah. But yeah, this is just a map I thought you guys would like. Also, I'm going to be trying to get you, basically get like more games out to you guys. Basically, expect like different games, not just Minecraft and whatnot, but like different horror games on computers. Because I finally got used to my computer. There's no Minecraft on it yet. But I am going to try and record different games. And that's what I'm very excited about. Because this is the first time I'm going to be able to actually show you how I game on a computer. And I'm very excited. So yeah, expect that in sometime this year. If I can ever get the game I want to upload to work. Basically, I couldn't download it. It didn't download properly. And my computer is now updating. So I have to wait. But once I get everything sorted, it's going to be great. I'm going to be very excited. And I'm going to share that excitement with you guys. Which I'm very happy for. But yeah. Basically, there's only 3 animatronics in this map. There's the main animatronic, Maxie, or Moxie, whichever you want to say, which is a cat. Then there is her co-star, Bonzi, or something. No, Gonzi. And they're also a blue cat. Then there's Bonzi, who is essentially the Springtrap of the group. So, yeah. If you guys want to see more of this kind of video, of this map, basically if you want me to play more of this map and see the rest of the nights, hit that like button and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, your family, anybody. Anyone really. Because that will greatly help me, it will help the channel, and it will just essentially help me to grow more as a creator. And we're at 6 a.m. But yeah, I probably rambled about my computer more than anything. I'm sorry, but the self-awareness on this is not lost on me. But yeah. Let's put that there. Is there a way to reset the map? By the way, I looked into the description of when I was downloading this map specifically, and I'm trying to give you guys a good look because I can't reset, because I don't know if I can reset the map. But yeah, these are the 3 animatronics we have to basically hide from, and the only way we can hide from them is by putting on the mask. We can't lock the doors, we don't have a flashlight, we just have cameras and a mask. So yeah, this is actually pretty different. If you guys want to read all these books, you can pause the video as I go through each one. But yeah. Okay, so this is night 2. And yeah, there's that. We already got what was in that chest. But yeah, here are all the books and stuff of what's going on. And we have the helmet on. Or I'm guessing this is meant to be like a pumpkin or something. But I'm not too sure. But yeah, all this is basically to just survive. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, essentially. Uh, and it would actually be very great. If also there's more of these maps, so if you guys really want to see like more, I can show you like the next like game or the next map in the series. Like this is an entire series of maps. This is just the first one. Like there's this one, which is 1, and then there's 2, 3, and 4. And I think like sister location and so on and so forth, which is very unique. Not a lot of like fan games would do that. I believe only a few like FNAF fan games have actually done that, which are the ones like Joy of Creation and Candy and Five Nights at Candy's, which all take place in the same universe as Five Nights at Freddy's. By the way, the FNAF community is actually very inclusive, to where they will to where any fan game ever made is actually canon to the actual story. Basically, Sky Cawthon wanted to flesh out the world of FNAF a little bit more, and basically decided, well, why not let the fans flesh out the world themselves? And decided to make every game ever made of basically any like fan game ever made isn't part of the world. Like they're a competitor of Five Nights at Freddy's, or they're a subsidiary, or they are a sister location, or whatever else the lore wants it to be, which is very unique. And there have been a few fan games that weren't quite up to snuff with Scott. I believe one in particular basically got canceled because one of the original creators was pretty much a bastard. That's about it. Also, there's a lot of political discourse right now, so I just want to say this: don't listen to propaganda. If you want to find like what's actually happening, just look stuff up. That's it. Basically, information is just at the tips of your fingers. All you have to do is just grab it. Just look up what you want to look up, put whatever phrase you want in, and basically Google will give it to you straight with the fact. It'll give you every article you will ever need to look at. Make your conclusion for yourself, which is what I do. Basically, I don't like Trump because, one, he's acting like a fascist, he's acting like Adolf Hitler, and he's basically just acting as a cult leader of the Republican Party, which wasn't what the Republican Party wasn't originally meant for. That's not what they stood for. They were supposed to be like the military-raised version of the Democrats. Basically, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and whatnot. But no, they're not. They're basically, oh, we're going to kill you because you're a Democrat. Like, that's not okay to do. That's just factually not okay. And I don't like that. I want things to go back to how they were when I was just a child, where the Republican Party was one side and the Democrat Party was another. Basically, they were two halves of the same coin. They both wanted democracy to win. But now they're showing their true colors, and frankly, the Democrats are looking like the better of the two, which is why I'm more like leaning towards them. And don't get me wrong, both candidates are horrible candidates. Like the worst I've ever seen. But Joe Biden is arguably the best of the two. Or the best of all the candidates ever to try and run to be part of the 2024 election. Which, yeah. John DeSantis, or Ron DeSantis, or whatever you want to call him. Basically, he's the governor of Florida. And he's not very good, as he's basically trying to erase entire cultures purely based on rumor. Saying that, oh, children shouldn't be taught stuff like sex ed in schools. Basically, they shouldn't be taught gender theory. They shouldn't be taught anything that would remotely refer to, like, being gay or anything like that. Well, here's the issue with that. If that's the case, then you can't teach them how to be straight either, because that's part of it. Basically, straight is part of the LGBTQ community. They're allies. There are people in that community that aren't gay, that they're straight. But they recognize that the gay community and transgenders and lesbians and whatever else is in that community is recognized as living beings. And I'm one of them. Which, keep in mind, my family's been an ally of the LGBTQ community for vast centuries. Going back to my earliest ancestors, which were Native Americans, who had a word for this. It was called two-spirited. Basically, these were people who were gay. And two-spirited is a blanket term, mind you. Meaning it could be someone who's trans, could be someone who's bi, could be someone who is pansexual, doesn't matter. If they're in the LGBTQ community, they were two-spirited. Flat out. And it's not necessarily like they were trying to erase them. They wanted one word to describe all of them. So they wanted them all to be seen, but only having one word, basically how it is now with just saying LGBTQ. As it's not just an acronym, but it is a way to identify themselves. But yeah. So yeah, that's this map. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Five Nights at Maxie's. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. And I have a thing on my head. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye, I guess. Bye.